Hello guys, welcome back to Poli channel. This video I want to share about any of my prediction for any content and rewards that Prebis will share during this Calpheon Ball 2025 streaming event. Okay, to enjoy watch my video, make sure you turn on this video subtitle, and also you can use timestamp that I already provide to go to target topic that you want. And if you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on bell notification to get any update and guide on Black Desert World. Okay, let's start this video content using any feature that I provide. Okay, as always, before ball event, either Heidelberg or Calpheon Ball, I will share some of my prediction about any content and rewards that Prebis might share on this ball event, like I do previously on previous year, either 2024, 2023, 2022, and last 2021. That all my previous prediction video, you can check it on this video description. And because this is only prediction, surely not all content will implement to our live server right now. Either Prebis delay it or already implement right now. And for this year 2025, surprisingly Prebis just give us any official content creator special format to predict any content that Prebis will announce on this Calpheon Ball 2025 in form of bingo card. And this is in form of event content creator that Prebis do for any region server. And actually this is outside my usual format, but for this year I will follow format for this content creator event that Prebis just give to us. And as you can see, this is bingo card that I already fill for any content and rewards prediction during this Calpheon Ball 2025. Okay, let's discuss the reason I choose this content and rewards that I put on this bingo card. First, about new Class Seraph. For sure, this new Class Seraph will be announced during this Calpheon Ball 2025. So no doubt about this content. This is 100% Prebis will announce it during this Calpheon Ball 2025. But the newest thing for this new class about her name, because many people still argue if her name will change to become Seraph, that previously we know her as Savior class. And more detail about why her name will change from Savior class to become Seraph class, you can check my detailed explanation on this video when I discuss it why this class will called as Seraph class. That you can find all this video related link on this video description. And don't forget to pre-register for this new Class Seraph that I guide you on this video to get all these free rewards, either earring outfit, value pack, 300 file stack, and etc. that you can follow step-by-step guide on this video. Okay, the next content is about new region Edania Part 2, and actually about this new region Edania Part 2, this is 100% Prebis will announce it on this Calpheon Ball 2025, because if you watch Prebis streaming on previous Heidelberg Ball 2025, Prebis already mentioned they will introduce new class Savior that we called it right now is Seraph class that will sync with new region Edania Part 2. So this new region Edania Part 2, Prebis will introduce it to us during this Calpheon Ball 2025, synchronized with new class Seraph that they will launch during this Calpheon Ball 2025. And if you want to know more detail about content for this new region Edania Part 2, previously I already share sneak peek info about this Edania Part 2 that have time Battle of Gods that you can check it on this video. And once again, you can find this video related link on this video description. And next, another 100% content that Prebis will announce during this Calpheon Ball 2025 is about new winter outfit for this year 2025. But to tell how it's look for this new winter outfit, just wait for Prebis streaming during this Calpheon Ball 2025. But for sure, Prebis will introduce this new outfit for this year 2025 that will be available for any class on Black Desert World, including new Class Seraph. And next content that Prebis might announce is about expansion for Dehkia Monster Zone and specifically for Gyfin Rhasia Temple. Because if you watch my previous video about Black Desert Weekly News for November 2025, I already mentioned about this upcoming content about Gyfin Dehkia that I share on this video. And for more detail, you can check on this video about this expansion Dehkia Monster Zone, especially on Gyfin Rhasia Temple. And And next content that Prebis will introduce is about expansion for solo Black Shrine content, and for this time is about boss Oduksini for Calamity level 8, 9, and 10. Actually, about this information, I also already mentioned it previously on Black Desert News for this December 2025 when I mentioning about new boss content before I introduce new party content related with boss content. And related with this party content, I also put this information on this bingo card, especially when I mentioning about co-op boss for Edania part 1 content that I mentioned previously on Black Desert News December 2025 for this co-op content that we will encounter any boss on Edania part 1, not in solo but in co-op version like co-op Black Shrine. And the next content on this bingo card, I mentioning about special new manor on Edania part 2 region. And the reason I mentioning about Edania Manor, because on Edania region there are no housing content that we can rent using our contribution point, and I think Prebis will add new housing content on this Edania region in form of Manor, and this will take place on Edania part 2. Okay, the next content that I put on this bingo card is about Alchemy Stone Revamp. Actually, this Alchemy Stone Revamp, Prebis previously already mentioned it will release at this November 2025, but I'm not sure what happened because Prebis still not release it until now, and there are no any further info about this Alchemy Stone Revamp until now, and maybe Prebis will discuss it on this Calpheon Ball 2025 streaming. And if you want to know about Alchemy Stone Revamp that Prebis already introduced previously, you can check my detailed breakdown on this upcoming Alchemy Stone upgrade video, and once again you can find all this related video link on this video description. And next new content is about new region Eternal Winter Part 2, and actually this is new region that Prebis already introduced previously on last Heddle Ball 2024. That Prebis mentioned this region as Mountain of Dawnbreak, that inside this new region, Prebis already plan to put Capra's Tower. This is like Endless Tower, maybe similar as Roju-like content on Black Desert World, that we can climbing this Capra's Tower to encounter any monster that will become more stronger the more level floor that we pass. But I'm not sure if this Eternal Winter Part 2, Prebis will introduce it on this Calpheon Ball 2025, so just stay tuned on this streaming. And next content on this bingo card is about Hardcore Server New Season, because previously Prebis already released Hardcore Server Pre-Season that I got you how to play this Hardcore Server casually to get huge amount of silver on this video. But sadly this Hardcore Server, previously Prebis only released it in form of Pre-Season, and until now we still didn't have any content update for this Hardcore Server that Prebis postponed until now. And maybe Prebis will introduce new season Hardcore Server during this Calpheon Ball 2025. Okay, next new content is about new future class. And the reason I put this new future class because on last Heddle Ball 2025, Prebis just introduced us new class savior that we call it right now Seraph more early, and previously Prebis also introduced new class more early, especially for Dosa class. And I think on this Calpheon Ball 2025, Prebis also will introduce upcoming new future class that's still on concept stage. And in my prediction, maybe Prebis will introduce this new class as Necromancer or related with GANNICUS. This is Black Desert character related with Dead Eye class story, because we expect this GANNICUS is Eddie, Dead Eye brother, that changed his name to become GANNICUS after got isekai on Black Desert World. And more detail about this GANNICUS story, I already discussed it previously on this video when I mentioning what if next class is Dead Eye brother, that I discuss more detail about this Dead Eye story, and also I include it on this video about upcoming new class analysis after Dead Eye class release, that on this video I still expect any possible class that will release is Dead Eye brother or Wukong class, and right now we already know Wukong class already released right now as confirmation on this video. And if you want to watch more detail about both of this video, you can find this video link on this video description. Okay, the next bingo card is about 5 gods as boss on Edania Part 2. And actually this is content related with Edania Part 2, that we will encounter gods as boss on this new region. And and related with this Edania part 2 that we will encounter any gods on Black Desert World. Once again, I already discussed about this info on this video about Edania part 2 Battle of Gods when I mentioning we will encounter several gods, either Sylvia, Agris, Aal, Marktanan, and Elion. And I'm sure Prebis will introduce these 5 gods on special sneak peek video for Edania part 2 content. And next, about upcoming future content that maybe Prebis will show some sneak peek that have content about time travel to the past of Black Desert World. And actually about this time travel content, this is upcoming content that Prebis already plan to release after the last region on Black Desert World or the finish release. I mentioning about Edania region. So after Prebis release Edania region completely, Prebis will bring us to past era of Black Desert World in form of time travel to go to Edana era. And about this time travel content, I already discussed it previously on this video when I discussing about Prebis roadmap for upcoming new region in far future. So for more detail about this time travel content, you can check on this video, and as always you can find this video link on this video description. Okay, the next new content that I feel Prebis will announce it on this Calpheon Ball 2025 upcoming new tier 10 horse, especially for mythical horse Voltarion. And if you haven't know or want to get this Voltarion horse, this is new dream horse that Prebis already released previously, and to get this Voltarion dream horse as tier 9 horse, you can check on this video when I explaining about Voltarion crafting info guide. And as always, to craft tier 10 horse, you need pair of tier 9 dream horse with similar type. And for this tier 10 mythical horse Voltarion, for sure you need pair of Voltarion horse, either male and female version that I also show you on this video. And the next new content is related with Edania region part 2, and this is just my wild imagination if Prebis will release new Edana weapon with this new region Edania. But this is just my wild imagination because right now I still didn't have any evidence Prebis developing this new Edania weapon right now. So just stay tuned for Prebis streaming during this Calpheon Ball 2025, especially their explanation for this Edania region part 2. And next content is about new Trading Revamp, and this is second Trading Revamp that Prebis just postponed until now. Because previously Prebis already revamped this trading content and I already make this beginner guide with my full effort, but I very disappointed because this guide only worked for short period of time. And after that Prebis just postponed this trading content that I guide on this video. And maybe Prebis will introduce new trading revamp mechanic on this Calpheon Ball 2025. And next new content, for sure Prebis will introduce new OLVIA Academy, and they will share detailed information about this OLVIA Academy, and this is will related with new seasonal content that I also put this new season server system on this bingo card. And to prepare this new season server system and also OLVIA Academy content, I very recommend you to finish this Justin Bartali Adventure Journal either from part 1, part 2, and part 3 because all this content related with this OLVIA Academy that Prebis surely will introduce it on this Calpheon Ball 2025. And this OLVIA Academy content with new season server system to guide any new and returning player when learning playing Black Desert Online. And as always, this seasonal content not only for new and returning player but also for any veteran player to get additional rewards. And on my last video, I also mentioning about season force graduation info that Prebis will force graduate any seasonal character that being created before 18 December 2025 maintenance update, because at 18 December 2025 maintenance update, Prebis will implement new season system with OLVIA School. So to prepare all this new seasonal content to get additional rewards from your season pass, just follow my recommendation that I got you on this video. And on this video, I also mentioning about new class release date. This is mentioning about Seraph class, or previously we called her Savior. Okay, the next content is about continuous content for Magnus. Actually, about this Magnus part 2, or Prebis might call it Abyss 2. Actually, I already spoiled this information on my previous content prediction video from past year Calpheon Ball or Hedel Ball. Because this Magnus content Prebis just mentioned it Abyss 1, maybe second part for this Magnus content will called Abyss 2. And to prepare this content, make sure you finish this Magnus questline. And this is very recommend for any new account to unlock quality of life feature for remote storage and also teleportation on Black Desert World. And more detail to finish this Magnus questline, you can check this playlist for more detailed info. That you can find all this Magnus related guide, not only to finish this Magnus questline, and also to get any knowledge on this Magnus content on this playlist. And once again, you can find this playlist link on this video description. Okay, next new content is about new customized pet. Actually, idea about this customized pet, this is my wild imagination from previous personal made content that Prebis called it my attendance feature, that we can customize appearance for our mate like customizing character. But sadly, on this my attendant feature for our mate, Prebis didn't implement chat AI feature that they already introduced on last Heddle Ball 2025. And maybe Prebis will do similar pattern, but for now, for pet content, that we can customize our pet, but I'm not sure about this content. And next about rewards on this Calpheon Ball 2025, and I think this is regular rewards during any ball event that we can get free outfit and also free Cron stone, but the tail Cron stone that I expect is 15,000 pieces Cron stone. But if you ask why I mention 15,000 Cron stone, I personally also didn't know. This is just my shot to guess this number. And then about new season server system, this is I already mentioned it previously with OLVIA Academy detail info content, that we will get new update for new season server that being announced on this Calpheon Ball 2025 streaming. And then about rewards, I think Prebis also will introduce brand new type of hammer. But if you asking me what type of hammer, actually this is just my wild guess for possible new content that Prebis will introduce during this streaming. And then next content is about BlueBattlefield Revamp, that Prebis will introduce new BlueBattlefield Revamp after Prebis do this trial BlueBattlefield previously by implementing any feedback that they already got during this trial event period. And last, actually this is not prediction, but my personal question that Prebis maybe will explain about why they didn't do offline event during this Calpheon Ball 2025. And I think Prebis also will explain why they didn't do offline event during this year Calpheon Ball. Okay, I think that's all my bingo card for this Calpheon Ball 2025. And just share your thought about upcoming content update that Prebis will introduce to us during this Calpheon Ball 2025, and what kind of rewards that you expect Prebis will give it to us during this Calpheon Ball 2025. And just stay tuned on Poli channel, I will share any detailed rewards from this Calpheon Ball 2025, so you didn't miss any rewards from this event. And special thanks to all my membership for direct support via Patreon, Karya Karsa, and YouTube membership. And also my current member, DubyaDude, Doki, Snoods, Xoren, Avrilka, Familia, Xenqn, Spacebar Jace, KorBlade, as gold member. And also for all my silver and bronze member, thank you so much for all your direct support. This will make Poli channel running and growing more faster. If you want to support me directly, I will very grateful. And as special thanks, I will put your name on my video depend on your support level. And be noticed at some level there are have some limit, so make sure you didn't get run out for this limited space. And I will put your name on every subsequent video that I release for the duration of your support. And if you want to join my membership to support me directly, you can go to any platform for Patreon, Karya Karsa, and YouTube membership. I already put link for this membership on this video description, or you can check on top right of this video, I already put card for Patreon link. Okay guys, that's all my prediction about any content and rewards that Prebis will share during this Calpheon Ball 2025. And don't forget to watch their streaming at Saturday 13 December 2025 at 2 PM GMT +8. If you like this video, you can like and subscribe to my channel for another guide and update. Thank you for watching. See you next time.